be very intimidating to build out your first plugin. Once you're good at Nautobot, it can be annoying because you can just look at the database and it's very formulaic to build out all of the database, the tables, the APIs, the admin section, etc. But it is also, because it is formulaic and easy to do, you can also automate it. So let's take a look at what I've done. So Python 3 build plugin. And there are two sections of this. There's the build plugin and build database. So if you're new and just want to get everything done for you, there's the build plugin. If you just want to build out the database information, you can just do build DB. So let's take a run at that. So it's asking for the name of the plugin. So I am building a D&D town builder. I'm just going to put in the same thing for the description. And for author, I'm putting in me. So with that, it has gone in and built the database, filters, admin, the init, and under APIs it has the views, URLs, serializers, and an empty init. But now it is giving me a walkthrough on everything I need to do to install this. So it's just saying that on occasion there might be permissions issues. You can use this to fix it, but don't do that if you're doing this in a system where security matters. Press return for the next step. So copy the plugin folder under Town Builder to the Nautobot home. So I'm going to go under here. And over here I have a fresh install of that's the wrong one. Over here, I have a fresh install of Nautobot. So I'm just going to take this plugin, drop it directly under the opt Nautobot folder. Next, I need to go into Nautobot config.py. And update this plugin. So I am putting in the name of the plugin right here. So I'm just adding these string name of the plugin to the plugin list, saving it. What do I do next? Hit enter. Under the plugin folder of the Nautobot server as the Nautobot user. And this is the command to become the Nautobot user. Run Python setup develop. And I already have a terminal logged in here as the Nautobot user. Just need to go into plugin, run that command, and it is complaining because permission is denied. So that sudo command from earlier to fix the permission. Once again, do not do this on production or anything that you care about security on. Okay, run that again. Alright, what do I do next? Alright, we also need to because we did make a new database and database changes, we need to make the migrations to make those changes to the database happen. So it's going to think about that for a second, move on to the next step. Next we need to apply those changes. And now we can run the server. Alrighty, let me log in here and refresh these API data while I'm doing that. So you can see here under installed plugins, there's the plugin that I made. Under admin, there's the plugin. So I'm going to go in and make a character name. Add. When you're adding through admin, you always have to add a tag. Race, human. Name part, first name. Name, Bob. Sex, male. Save, and I have added a item to the character name field. Let's come under here, and you can see here that all my plugins are built and such. So that is the very basics of what it can do. Let me bring up my other document here and show you a few more things and some meat and potatoes as to how it's working. So once again, here's the table. Let's say I want to make type instead of a text field. If you notice, everything in here under models is a text field. I'm going to make that a char field. Just go in here, type comma char field, save, and because I need to do this repeatedly, most of the questions it pops up and asks me about are system variables. So if I don't want to do the same system variables all the time, I can just put them in here, and now they will be populated when I run this. And I don't want to run the entire build plugin. This is just building the database and API such. So Python 3 build db. And it helps if I can spell, right? So you can see here that this is now a char field. Let's say I think I also need a foreign key there from service locations. So the primary key from over here. Okay, from character name will be a foreign key in backgrounds. Save that. Rerun this. And now backgrounds has a foreign key. You can see here that it does know that char field has a mandatory value for max length, and that equals char field default up here, and that's just setting to 100. The way it knows that is a little bit tricky. So down here, buried under build models, defaults for fields, there is a list of field types that it understands. So it understands char field, date field, file path field, and it has the value that has to be given and a default value for that. So if you need to make a new table, say you needed to add the field type Bob, you just come in here, copy these, and it has a mandatory value of test and a default value of TED. That's all you have to do if there's a value that you don't, a field type that you don't have that's not currently supported with a, yep, that's all it takes to add a field. But that is a general idea of what I've done. So this is just taking the database file. It figures out what the table is supposed to look like from the draw.io and builds out your models, filters, admin, and everything for your API. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.